It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, next on Madden Football.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more likely is going to come away with the win.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll send him over right. Second and 1. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blitz coming, Lamar. Completed to Flowers. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Henry on 2nd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Tight end in motion right. First down, here's Lamar. Complete, Derrick Henry. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they send a man in motion. Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Slot receiver headed left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Lamar now from the gun. He brings it in. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Well, we've had to wait until the 2nd quarter to finally see him and his offense out there. And we're going to see what they have in them here, Kate, in a hurry. Got a touchdown with how long they've been sitting over there. I know the feeling. You're chomping at the bit and likely going to be pretty aggressive with the football.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ross off the play fake. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. No one around, he's got space. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action, it's Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Russ. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish off their opening drive. George Pickens the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds Aguilar. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he'll
he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. All right, here we go, second down. They send Aguilar in motion left. 2nd and 15. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Steelers and George Pickens set for this next possession. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
But what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now here's Russ. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. First down throw for Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. Motioning one of the tight ends. 2nd and 3. Taken in by Likely. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Lamar throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Jackson yet again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 30-yard line.
That brings us to halftime, and these teams locked up on the scoreboard. It's a 7-7 ball game. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Patterson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the 3rd quarter. And they could take control in the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Austin's there to haul it in. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. And then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Running behind center with Harris. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Wilson now from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lamar off the play fake. This finds likely. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They send a tight end in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. He rolls to his right. He's running for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that 1st.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Henry on the option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Short side option here. He's running left. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the fourth. Second and 6 coming up here. Jackson, quick pass wide. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Tight end motioning right. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They motion the tight end over. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's got Andrews. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. From the gun, a run. Oh, he lost the football! Steelers have it, headed the other way! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Look, we can spin positive here, Brock. You take away the ending, and that drive was outstanding. It was everything they were hoping for. Unfortunately, all that work and effort, it's gone.
Hey, Kate, Cal, how important were those finals?
Pretty important.
Yeah, so was that ball security right there.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Sending a tight end in motion left. A give right side to Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. Third down coming up. Looking to throw. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. He's keeping it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Now to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Escapes the pocket. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. First down, here's Russ. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Russ now from the gun. He's on the move. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Lamar. Trying for the deep ball. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Minka Fitzpatrick has got it! And the Steelers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. This to win the game. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They send Aguilar in motion left. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Throw on 3rd down. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I can't tell you how empty a feeling that is, Kate. When you're the quarterback, you think you make a great fake, and nobody's fooled on that side, and the next thing you know, you're taking a shot.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, now the other side gets a chance to go win it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Looking to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this needs to be a good one. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love that.
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. From the 34. Henry on the catch. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. So now here's 3rd and 5. To throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now they have 3rd and short. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that...
And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.